For every project, we try to create something unique, but we also try to achieve some common DNA of all of our luxury properties. The feeling of the landscape is very important, such that the moment you enter the development, you feel that you're transported to a different place. Our design philosophy for our residential project is basically we start from the perspective of the user. Our building design tend to be from inside out. So when it comes to the selection of our consultants and designers, we always look for people who share or exhibit the same kind of philosophy as we do. It's extremely rare to find a large piece of site in District 9. Obviously a very sought after and posh area of Singapore. And we really like this site because the size and also the gentle gradient. At the same time, it's quiet but close to amenities like the hip F&B shopping in Robertson Quay. It's also a short walk to the Great World MRT station. It's under construction now. So it will have fantastic accessibility, but yet in a very exclusive and quiet area.
Well, the opportunities for a large site with undulating terrain is great, mainly because it actually creates a lot of a myriad of experiences for different people. On the one hand, you have very open and vast and expansive spaces for a larger group of people to enjoy. On the other hand, because the land is so big and undulating, you can also create very intimate and private and almost a hideaway space. Harking back to the history, that area used to be a warehousing district. So what we want to do is actually to create very high, tall, lofty spaces. So what we want to do is really to create an oasis, to create a sort of a green lung, dense botanic gardens right smack in the city for this project. When you actually enter this first layer, you are transported from the very frenetic world outside into a world of slowness, into a world of tranquility, and into a world of quietude.
We try to create as big a green surface as possible. So instead of having one large garden, we created 15 zones of gardens. They are big, they are small ones, and they are of different characteristics.
The idea for having a home in a botanical garden started at the very beginning when we were talking with Yuan Hong and the other architects about their ideas of how to apply or think about heritage. So for architects, that was expressed in terms of the materials. For landscape, we were thinking more about a living heritage and what is more relevant to Singapore than its abundant heritage in living plants, its forests and its amazing flora and fauna. So we wanted to apply that in a way that creates a modern garden for residents but has the variety and character that is so special about Singapore and its tropical climate and location.
You have different view at different point, from Singapore River to City View to Orchard View. So basically, if you put the two towers, each tower and each unit actually have different view. They do not have a singular view. The 3 and 4 bedroom dual balcony concept come about because of the site context. What happened is that with this design, you also allow for cross ventilation to the units and allow for a lot of natural light.
The material palette chosen was really to create a very interesting and intriguing dialogue. Basically, the concrete panel alludes to the warehouses that were there before. It has almost an industrial aesthetic by juxtaposing, contrasting rough and raw materials with very smooth, sleek, and almost chic kind of materials.
What does this luxury living means when it comes to a residential home? We have picked out certain spaces and certain elements that will consistently capture the hearts of people to present itself as a luxury concept.
When you enter this secret garden, you are actually in an almost ethereal world. You're up in the sky amongst the clouds 30 stories up.
At the very top, they're enclosed with these walls where creepers are cascading over the walls. We have Spanish moss and things that drape down and provide a very romantic setting, all within intimate scaled spaces for individuals or couples to enjoy. And yet from that, they look around at the amazing panoramic view of River Valley and Singapore beyond.
In Martin Modern, what we try to do is to do something different from the conventional condominium.
Martin Modern is about creating an amazing lifestyle experience for residents to come out of their individual apartments and enjoy a garden that offers an incredible, diverse range of amenities and garden experiences.
I think the greatest aspect would be this aspiration for timelessness. What it means is that it should stand the test of time.
Martin Modern bears the hallmarks of a GuocoLand luxury property that is classic and livable. Someone who is cosmopolitan, sophisticated and savvy will be attracted to it.